Who says being a rootin' tootin' cowboy can't be effective in Destiny 2? Well, no one should while you're rocking this cowboy gunslinger build. This build will turn you into an actual cowboy, with the right drip, of course. Not only will you constantly have your super available for high DPS, but you'll be chunking bosses left and right. The main focal point of the build is using the recently buffed Celestial Nighthawk. Celestial has regained its footing as a top choice for exotics in a hunter's arsenal with the 25% damage buff it received, and with any weapon with the perk Thresh, you can basically have your super back in pretty much seconds. Now, let me show you what you need so you can be a cowboy with a big pecker while shooting your fire gun at bosses. In the subclass, what you want to use is the following: Golden Gun, Marksman obviously, Acrobat Dodge, the movement of your choice. I prefer triple jump in PvE, Knife Trick, Solar Grenade. For our aspects, we're going to be rocking Knock 'em Down and On Your Mark. For our fragments, we're going to go with the Ember of Resolve, which grenade kills will cure you. Ember of Searing, defeating scorched targets, grants melee energy and creates a fire sprite. Ember of Wonder, rapidly defeating targets with ignitions, generates orbs of power. Ember of Blistering, defeating targets with ignitions, grants grenade energy. And then Ember of Benevolence to round out the build. Radiant Restoration and Cure given to allies, grants increased melee grenade class ability regen for a short duration. Now, for the artifact mods, here's what you're going to want to be using. Slap on the following mods on your helmet. We got Hands-On and Ashes to Assets. On the gloves, we're going to be rocking Bolstering Detonation, Firepower. On the chest, we're running 2 charged ups, or if you want, you could run resistance mods. On the legs, we're going to go Recuperation, Better Already, and Innervation. And then on the class item, we're going to be rocking Outreach, Bomber, and Reaper. Now, for the artifact mods, you can kind of use whatever you want. Just make sure you got on Rays of Precision and Flint Striker. Now, when it comes to the stats here, make sure your highest stats are Resilience, obviously for that 30% damage resistance. We don't want to be throwing in PvE. And then Intellect, if you want to make your super recharge just a little bit shorter. You don't have to. You could also go with Discipline or Mobility. Everything else is pretty optional, though. Now, for the weapons in this build, they don't matter all that much. Just make sure either on your primary or your special weapon, you've got something that rolls with Thresh, as this will make it so you can get your super faster upon kills. For me, I was using the Time Lost Fatebringer, Retraced Path, and Cold Comfort. Now, with this build, you can tell them smelly big old titans to shove it, because you'll be doing the most DPS on your fire team, hopefully. If you like the build, slap that like and follow button, just like it's a titan's forehead. Also, be sure to comment what you liked about it and any changes that you would have made. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. I'll see you later, gamers.